Bottom of the 6th inning, Braves bat. They trail by 2. Tom Glavine set to lead it off, and well, for the Yankees so far so good, coming here down 2-0. I think you look right at one guy, and that's David Cone. He's been outstanding.
I think what David Cone may be looking to after this inning perhaps would be Mariano Rivera for 2, and then John Wetland for the 9th. We'll see what Joe Torre is going to think here.
Glavine pitching very well. He's matched his career high for strikeouts in a World Series game with 8. 2 hits in the postseason. A double, a triple, and 3 RBIs. And it's a 1-ball-1-strike count from Cone. It'll be Glavine, Grissom, and Lemke. If anybody gets on, Chipper Jones. Strike 2. Mariano Rivera. Jeff Nelson closer to us. 2-2 on Glavine.
Usually the first 4 or 5 innings of a ball game in the bullpen, it's a fun place to be. You talk a little baseball, you talk a little restaurants, you talk a little this, a little of that, but at this time of the ball game, it's all business.
Now a 3-2 count on Glavine.
Guys are starting to stretch. You see Mariano Rivera stretching out the legs. John Wetland is laying on the ground out of your picture, getting his legs loose.
3-2 to Glavine, a leadoff walk. Bobby Cox gets the best of both worlds. He leaves Glavine in to hit. So he keeps him on the mound, and Glavine reaches base to start the inning. Now the tying run at the plate, it's Grissom. And it's strike 1.
Not only that, Joe, but Glavine is an excellent base runner. Perhaps the best base runner for a pitcher in the National League. He's fast, he's astute, he pays attention on the bases. Plus, he's aggressive.
One on, nobody out. That should get out of play for strike 2. Action now for the Yankees in their bullpen. Ram Lloyd, the tall left-hander. Mariano Rivera, the right-hander.
I think Joe Torre pulling the trigger here about an inning before he thought necessary. He had everything planned for the 7th inning, with Cone being the 3rd hitter. He'd pinch hit for him, and he would love for Cone to finish this half inning to bring in Rivera in the bottom of the 7th.
A leadoff walk to Glavine, an 0-2 pitch coming to Grissom. 1-2.
Well, if Joe Torre could script a ball game, that's the way he likes to do it. Get 6 innings out of your starter with a lead, 2 out of Rivera, 1 out of Wetland. 6-2-1.
Been a great trifecta for him all year long.
1-2, the count on Grissom. Into left field, off the end of the bat. Raines can't make the catch, and the first 2 are on for the Braves in the 6th.
Well, the ball's hooking off the bat of Marquise Grissom, and it looks like Raines is fooled by it. You could see the route he took to get to the ball. He was running pretty much straight across left field, and right there starts to come in. Not able to catch up with it.
Fine call by left field umpire Jim Evans. And now the question is, do you bunt? One would certainly think so, with Lemke up there.
I would agree, absolutely. Mark Lemke's a great handler of the bat. He'll be able to deaden that ball around home plate, advance the runners.
Braves are down by 2. Tying runs are on. Throw behind Glavine. And Jeter, a very good job to keep that ball on the infield.
Tough situation for the base runner at second base, particularly when the batter bunts through the ball. It's always an automatic pickoff if the batter bunts through the ball with the runner at second base. Tommy Glavitt's trying to get the biggest jump he possibly can to advance to third base. Very susceptible to a pickoff if Lemke bunts through the ball.
In the air, fielder, 1 out. And for the first time throughout the entire postseason, Mark Lemke fails. And a chance to advance the runners or drive someone home.
I'll tell you, Cecil Fielder, had he allowed this ball to drop, it was not called an infield fly by the umpires. If you allow it to drop, you perhaps can get a double play. It's a quick decision, and often you have to be helped out by another player, either a catcher or a pitcher. They take the 1 out, but it would have been very interesting if that ball drops, probably 2 at least.
Possibly 3, because maybe runners were going back to their bag.
That's right.
Now it's 2 on, 1 out for Chipper Jones. Ball 1. Two on, 1 out. 2-0 Yankees, 6th inning. 1-1.
Wicked splitter there.
I know Graham Lloyd has picked it up in the postseason and given Joe Torre more of a reason to believe in him. But by not having a left-hander out in that bullpen that you feel real confident with, certainly changes the outlook of this inning. With Jones up now, McGriff, and then Klesko. All 3 better from the left side, and I say that because Jones is a switch hitter.
I think Joe Torre may feel a little more comfortable after seeing Lloyd's performance last night when he came in and struck out 2.
2 on, 1 out, and a 2-1 count on Jones. 3-1.
Throughout the season, Bobby Cox has started his runners in this situation. 3-1 count, 1 out. If he's got confidence that the hitter at the plate can make contact. A couple times he's run into outs at third base.
Bases loaded. Here comes Torre.
Usually when a manager runs to the mound, he's not going to take the pitcher out. Usually. Joe Torre saying that David Cone will tell him the truth.
You remember earlier in the ALCS against Baltimore, Cone had a long day. Joe Torre went out, and Cone convinced him that he could stay in and get one more hitter. He was right. Here in Game 3 of the World Series, you better have an awful good feel with a guy like Mariano Rivera out in the Yankee bullpen. With the bases loaded, McGriff lights it up.
Graham Lloyd, the left-hander in the Yankee bullpen, struck out Fred McGriff as one of his 2 punch-outs in the ball game last night. This is a gutsy call by Joe Torre.
Two to nothing Yankees, bases loaded, 1 out for Atlanta. Strike 1. A leadoff walk to Tom Glavine. A hit by Grissom that fell in front of Raines. And a 1-out walk to Chipper Jones to load him up. Popped him up. Off the hands for Jeter. Glavine stays put. 2 out.
I do not believe the infield fly was in effect because it was not an easy enough chance for an infielder. It's got to be an easy chance, and with Derek Jeter backpedaling like that, matter of fact, catching the ball as he was backpedaling, the umpires chose not to call the infield fly rule. I think the proper call in this case.
Tough play for Derek Jeter. I can't believe Bernie Williams didn't call him off of that. Also, he had the momentum going towards home plate and for sure stopping Tom Glavine. A better base runner, a faster base runner at third base would probably try to score on that fly ball.
Now the bases are loaded. 2 out for Klesko. So tough with the bases loaded. Strike 1.
Looks like a high splitter. Remember David Cone the last time Klesko was up. Struck him out on an inside fastball. He starts him off with a splitter.
See the tumbling rotation there on that split finger fastball.
Bases loaded. 2 out. Nicely blocked by Girardi.
It's easy, much easier to block a ball in the dirt when you anticipate it going in that direction. That split finger fastball is always moving down. Girardi was in good position that time.
One. Glavine, Grissom, and Jones aboard for Atlanta. Base hit out of the infield would tie it with the speed of Grissom, the runner on second. Three and 1. The runners will take off. A 3-ball, 2-strike count with the bases loaded. 2 out.
Talk about the guts of a burglar. David Cone has them. A 3-1 splitter with the bases loaded, and Klesko bit.
Talked at the beginning of the night about David Cone, one of the few big game pitchers left. He convinced Joe Torre to leave him out there. He got McGriff. And he's full with Ryan Klesko at the plate. David Cone cannot believe that was called ball 4.
Now it had to be called high.
So Glavine, who led off the inning with a walk, is forced home. It's a 1-run Yankee lead. Bases loaded. 2 out. Lopez strike 1. Are either one of you surprised that David Cone is staying in with a guy like Rivera ready out in the Yankee bullpen in a one-run game?
No, I'm not, because the pitcher's up third, and you don't want Rivera hitting. I mean, if Cone can pitch to McGriff and Klesko, my idea is he can pitch to Lopez still with the lead.
Bases loaded, 2 out. To the right side, it's foul. Girardi is there. Inning over. David Cone gets through the frame as Girardi makes the catch. It's a 2-1 game. Back after this from your local Fox station.